Guessing what the CRS score would be in the Q4 for 2025? Well, in this video, we will be breaking down on what our predictions are for the Q4 term, and stay tuned for the video. My name is Liz Matthew. I am the Regulated Canadian Immigration Consultant, and thanks for tuning in. Okay, diving into the video of CRS predictions. CRS score is something that we have been all looking out for. The lower the score, the better, as a lot of people have been waiting for their invitations to arrive. And some of them have been lucky in the month of August, as we have had like quite a few draws compared to the previous months. And so in the month of August, we have had 5 draws to be precise. So our first draw was on August 6, 2025, and there was 225 invitations that were issued and 739 was the score, followed by on August 7th, the Canadian Experience class, 534 was the CRS score, and 1,000 invitations. And the French language invitation happened on August 8th, and 2,500 invitations with CRS score of 481 did happen. And followed by another PNP draw on August 18th, with CRS score of 800 and 192 invitations were sent out. And on August 19, 2025, another healthcare draw with a very low CRS score of 470 was the CRS score, and 2,500 invitations were sent out. Congratulations to everyone that have received their invitations in the month of August. It's quite exciting to see people receiving invitations and making Canada their dream home. So, receiving invitations, looking at I'd say the first half and the second half of 2025, we can see that receiving the number of invitation and draws have been very staggered. They have not been quite consistent, as IRCC has been quite slow in the first half of the year. And the general category draws have now come to 534. Well, if you look at the general category Canadian Experience class invitations for the year 2025, we can see that January, the Canadian Experience class draw was at January 2025, was a CRS score of 542, and 1,350 invitations were there, followed by 527 on January 23rd. So that's the Canadian Experience class. And another Canadian Experience class draw happened on February 5th for 521. And so on May 13, 2025, they had another draw, a Canadian Experience class draw for 547. And then they dropped it to 529 on July 12th, followed by 521 on June 26th. And now on August the 6th, they have 534. So as you can see, 540s have been their highest as of the year 2025. So if the prediction for the next quarter would be that there are chances that they could drop the CRS score, because now the last one was 534. They could drop it to 520s or 518s. Maybe there might be one draw, but provided they are going to have a bigger number of invitations issued. That is very important, because it all depends on factor if huge number of invitations are going to be called. If huge number of invitations are going to be called, definitely the CRS score will drop. However, if they are planning to invite like just 1,000 people, definitely the score will just stay staggered, and there are chances that it might just drop by 1 or 2, or there are chances of raising the CRS score. So IRCC has their annual numbers that they need to meet for the year 2025. So they will make sure that they do meet that cutoff score. They will not go too much above the annual scores that they can actually invite. So if the number of invitations is quite high, the CRS score could increase. And also looking at category-based draws, it's a very good sign for healthcare occupations. As we can see, it's come down to 470 and beginning at 500s. The early 500s, IRCC invited healthcare occupations beginning from early 500s and reaching to 470 is a relief to quite a lot of people. It's an in-demand occupation, and so many people have been waiting to receive invitations and to call Canada home, as they have been in Canada for quite a lot of years, struggled to get there, and it's nice to see when people receive their invitations. So compared to healthcare, French draws also has been common, and 481 was the latest French category draws. So if you are learning French to to get an invitation in the French category draws, well, make sure you do meet the language criterias, get a good band for your French language test, and there are chances that you could get an invitation in the French language draws. So French language draws, they have had invitations for 410 in March as well. So let's hope that the scores would drop. But as I mentioned, that if the number of invitations is high, is only when the scores drop. That's what the trend has been. That's what we've been seeing for the year 2025. And they have also not invited certain category based, say like the STEM or trades. There are chances that before the year ends in 2025, in the last quarter, we could see draws in the STEM and trade. So if you are one of those people who have experience in those occupations, make sure you put in your express entry profile, reach out to us. We are an immigration firm who will be able to help you out with all kind of immigration matters. Look at your application, do your assessment, and make sure your eligibility criteria are met. And hopefully this video has been helpful, and please do reach out to us, and we are always here to help you out. Thanks for tuning in.